Something tells me it was facetious.
It was what?
What?
It was what?
Facetious?
What the f is that?
You can look it up. Alright, it's got that ATI bouncer in there.
Oh yeah.
Whew. Got her done with hand tools. Sometimes you gotta do that. I'm gonna take the whole front of the car apart.
Thinking about heading down the beach for the weekend.
Where I'll be.
Huh?
You're alright out here?
Yeah, why?
I mean, I just know it's really hot. Just want to make sure you don't need to sit down and get a drink or anything.
You gonna bring me one if I do need it?
God damn. You basically just asked you you're gonna be a I can't believe it.
He asked. It sounded like he was offering.
Did sound concerned, I'll give him that. Something tells me it was facetious.
It was what?
What?
It was what?
Facetious?
What the f is that?
You can look it up.
Kyle, you got any idea what that means?
I know what facetious is, not facetious.
I don't know what either of them mean. I haven't heard either.
Sounds like Kyle's lacking a little bit of flair in his life. That's sad.
That's a nice little bracket he made for the fuel regulator.
TIG welding shit just looks so much more professional than a fat MIG bead on there. Guess I gotta toss some new plugs in this John in a minute.
There's a guy in the comments of the most recent video was talking about how much he really likes your singing.
A lot of people like my singing.
Yeah.
I'm very gifted.
Used to be better, if I will say.
Yeah. Me for aging.
You can't hit the high notes like you used to.
Here we go, Garrett. This can work out just nice. Nice. I'll run my hoses underneath. Overneath.
Nice.
Boost reference to the fuel pressure regulator. One last thing I gotta run from the front. Always like throwing a boost port in the back.
It's hidden. You don't have to look at it.
Also important not to have all your boost references on the same line. In case you get a pinhole or something. Everything to read as accurately as possible. Wonderful.
Oh, man.
Yeah, oh man, for
God,
right.
that thing's shining.
Why does that thing got two holes in it? Something does not look right here, guys.
Polish thing looking nice.
That's a good one too.
That just gives the extra room for the charge piping.
That's right, buddy.
How you doing that?
All right, we did a stage 3 on this thing, I don't know, a while ago. I don't feel like looking it up. A while ago. We did stage 3, I think, with rods and pistons. We just brought it back to upgrade to a stage 5. So we did a Procharged D1X, our low side fuel system, LT4 injectors and pump, P3 gauge, and we unlocked the TCM. So basically a stage 5 with no meth and a D1X. I haven't made a full pull on this yet, but I made like little pulls to get it close before I started filming, just so we don't waste a bunch of time. But I should be able to get pretty close to a full pull now, so let's see what we got. I have to change the auto upshift. Comparing to another car, I did another car just like this. I'm in 5th gear in this, but the other car we did 6. So I'm gonna put it in 6 and see what difference it makes. It'll obviously be higher. I just want to see how much higher. Exactly the same. Let me work on some stuff. I'll be back. All right, I changed the auto upshift. We'll do 5th gear again. Let's see what we got. .701, 586. .715, 585 on 11 pounds. I'm gonna let this thing cool off. We'll be back. All right, let this thing cool down for like 35 minutes. See what we got. About the same. 712, 594, a little more torque. I'm gonna do one more pull and then that's me. This thing has 5,300 miles on it, by the way. I lied, this will be the last pull on pump. $715, $588. Alright, we're gonna dump some E in it. We may have too much E in it. It's at 45%, and I don't know if the fuel system will handle that. Fuel system's about on edge, but let's see where we get to. About same 724, 599 torque. I'm gonna let it cool down. We'll be back. Let it cool down, little cool down, like maybe 20 minutes. Just because it's like 4:55. I'm trying to finish it before the end of the day. So, see what we got. $741, 613 torque on 11.4 pounds. Pretty stout. I actually just remembered that I got to do some trans tuning, so I'll see you in the morning. Yo, and like, comment, subscribe, all that. Last time I said that in a video, we got like 10 times as many new subscribers when I said that, so hook it up, please. Thank you. All right, it's next morning. I'm gonna do a cold pull, but we might change the pulley on it. I think customer wanted over 800. So we'll see what this makes. I don't think it's gonna make over 800. It may make 750, whatever, and then we'll see what he wants to do. $767, 632 torque, still on 11.8 pounds. I'll let you guys know, obviously. All right, we put a little smaller pulley on it. Went from a 438 to a 413, so it should pick up 2-ish pounds of boost, 2.5 pounds of boost. Obviously all the E and everything's the same. It's got 44% in it, so let's see what we can do. Yeah, belt didn't work out. We'll be back. All right, Matt put a belt on there that we had laying in the back, and it ended up being too short, so it broke. We got the right belt on there now, and see what we got. That belt is too long. And it was up boost and then it fell off up top, so we'll be back. That belt's too long. All right, we got this Camaro back on the dyno. We changed the pulley, belt, etc. Garrett's not here today. He's crying, whatever. So I'll probably set the camera up out there after a couple pulls. I'm not gonna do every pull because I just don't have time, and we've already recorded 100 pulls on this thing. So I'll see what we got with this pulley. Still got E in it, 44%, so let's see what we got. We had to get the correct belt, so it took like 2 days to get the belt, so now we're here with the correct belt. Should have shifted over, but I forgot. 787. I always forget to do that in the 10 speed, so the dyno graph looks weird. I guess the wideband's not working out there, but it doesn't matter. We have one in here, so that's what I'm going off of, the one in here. I just realized the one out there is reading all funky. So 787, 660 torque on a little over 12 pounds. Hey. I tried it in a higher gear, in 6th gear, which is closer to 1-to-1, just to see how it would change power. And I didn't think that it would. It dropped 10 and made 10 more torque, so no point in really running it like that if I don't need to. But I'm gonna let this thing cool down and I'll be back. All right, let this thing cool down for like an hour. I'm gonna make final pulls, see if we can make 800 and go from there. I didn't set up the camera out there. I don't feel like doing it. Garrett's at him crying, so let's see what we got. Nope, 790, 650 torque. That's all she's got. 44% E. Either way, stout for a D1X with no meth. So I don't know what it picked up, but a lot over whatever it made before. I mean, 790, it probably made 590 or less before. So 200 plus? I don't know. I'll pull up the graph and we'll see. That's it. Later. All right, I had Matt drain all the E out of this to put pump gas in it, just because we changed the pulley. So I just wanted to put pump back in it just to make sure the tune is good. So that's why I'm back. And really to give the customer a number to see what it makes on pump gas on this boost, so. 735, 610. Oh, and I did look at what this thing made before. It made like 540. Simply because when you do pistons in these, it lowers compression a little bit, et cetera, et cetera. So it went from 540 to 790. So it picked up 250 horsepower. It's pretty good. Picked up 200 on pump gas, and then another whatever 55 on E. So this thing is good. That's it. Pretty stout. If you want to put meth or something on this thing, it'd probably pick up a good bit of power. But other than that, thing's ready to roll. Later. All right, taking this ZL1 out. It's a 2021. Sorry, ZL. It's not a ZL1. It's an SS. That got our full stage 5 with no meth. Made 791 on E, 735 on pump. This thing has a course on it, so it's loud. It's not like factory to where we can I can shut the valves. Not much we can do there to make it quieter besides I don't know, take off a little slower, you idiot. It's Friday, so people are all in a hurry to, I don't know, go home and do nothing. Who knows what they're doing. But taking this thing for a final cruise because I don't know where it's from. I think Transport's picking it up Monday. I don't know if Transport is or the customer is. I don't think it's close. I think it's getting shipped back. Or maybe this one's getting picked up. We have a stage 4 C706 that we just finished. Maybe that one's getting shipped out Monday. I don't know. Vice versa. Either way, I gotta drive both of them today. Over a nice little cruise. It's nice and warm out today. It's 88 degrees. So I like driving these things on warm days. Just to see how they act. Not that really we have ever had like overheating issues with like these stuff. Not really on anything, but more of the older stuff is more prone to that than the newer stuff. I mean, the newer stuff has all kinds of crazy, you know, radiators and heat exchangers and all that stuff. Cooling is good on all the new stuff. Like coolant temp is 185 right now. I got the AC blasting, cruising around, so this thing is, you know, obviously drives pretty close to stock, you know, for a car that makes the power that this does. You know, with meth, this thing would probably make, I don't know, maybe 100 more. Maybe not that much, but meth and boost, you know, would make significantly more than that. But I think this thing only makes like 13 pounds or something. Yeah, 13.5 pounds. If I'm reading that right as I'm driving. But I'm gonna pull over here real quick, check the log. It looks pretty good. The thing drives perfectly smooth. I'm gonna check the log and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Starts good. Idle's good. This thing has like, not a street tire on it, but not like a real good tire. I'm gonna try and make like a slight pull here. This is on 30% E too. That's ran pretty good. We got the wideband in here. Air fuel is perfect. And that was me just manually shifting it. I'm not trying to go to 7,000 and just let this thing shift itself. I mean, I would if it was my car or whatever, but I drive 100 different cars, so not that I'm not comfortable in cars, but it's just one of them things, you know? Now C6 ZR1s, it's my home base right there. And C6Zs, since they're really the same thing, but yeah, this thing's awesome. Drives perfect. AC's blowing ice cold. I mean, I haven't been moving much, but now that I am, cooling's coming down, 199. So obviously it's not even remotely hot. It'll come down more than that because I was just sitting on the side of the road for like a couple minutes. So, but now that I'm driving, drives great. 10 speeds are so nice. Like, they shift nice and smooth and crisp when you're just cruising around, obviously not ripping on it, but when you do rip on them, they shift so good. I mean, them and the 8 speeds, if they're both tuned good, they're a solid transmission. They can hold, you know, a good amount of power, you know, stock converter and everything. You know, all the cars that we do, we leave stock converter in. You know, it's another reason why we leave our cams not so big. You know, when you put a big camshaft in it, you know, it'll not drive that great. So in order to, you know, combat with that, you need to put a bigger torque converter. So we try and really give you the most package, really for just like a good all-around street car. You can obviously do a bigger camshaft to make more power, and then do a converter and it'll be faster, etc., etc., etc. But for 90% of our clientele, that's kind of what our package is geared towards. So that's kind of where we try and steer people in the direction, because once you kind of go over that line of like perfect street car, it's kind of hard to go back. You know, like you put a big cam in it, you put a converter in it, and then people don't drive the car as much and they're not as happy with it. You know, for a certain amount of people, they like that, and that's fine, but we can't gear a package towards those people. We gear a package towards what the normal person can get in and drive and be super happy with. You know, not everyone needs a 1,000 horsepower car. You know, some people want it just for the number and they're never even going to rip on it or whatever, or, you know, or not that much, and that's perfectly fine. But you know, for the people who don't need that much power and aren't going to be racing it every weekend and doing all that stuff, the majority of what they're going to want is a car that cruises good, drives perfect, doesn't get hot, you know, can just get in it, put gas in it, and rip on it. And that's what you can do with this thing. I mean, this thing being no meth, you know, flex fuel only. You put whatever kind of gas you want in it. You put 93 in it, you put 85 in it, and it makes 800 wheel. So, or pretty close to it, or whatever it made. Yeah, 791. Makes 800 wheel, and it's on 13 pound now that I'm not driving. Yeah, 13.5 pounds of boost. I mean, this thing should be flawless for the guy and really never have an issue. And that's 196 degree coolant temp right now. It shows it's 99 degrees outside. And it's really just a good car. I mean, it hooks with the tire that he's got on it. You know, in most situations, I mean, I don't know what I just ripped on it from there. Let me see, the log was still going. So I ripped on it from like 60 mile an hour. I probably could have ripped on it from lower than that, but it's good. I mean, there's no issues. It's perfect. It's actually much cooler in here now that I closed that. I didn't realize that was open and the sun was warm. Either way, customer should be super happy with this thing. Like I said, I think this thing's getting shipped out. I don't really know because I don't have the invoice in here, so I can't tell where it's from and I can't see the license plate, but whatever. Either way, it's going to ship back or drive back or wherever it is. Customer should be happy with it. I assume he was happy with it before because he shipped it back for us to do a bunch more stuff to it, you know, and that's it. So he should be ready to go, and that's it. On to the next. Later.